Hey everybody, it's Kermit here. Just gonna see if I can do a video. I haven't done one for a while. This time I'm gonna be showing you guys our new place, or at least outside. Um, so let's go through it. I'll go through a walk. Try to use this time to show you guys what we got going on here. So that's the side of our house and the back of our garage. Up more towards the top of the property. There's our camper over there on a nice level hill that was there. Worked out perfect for it. And this right here is a path that the previous people kind of had in here. Usually take this in the mornings, walking the dogs and everything. We'll go down here. Got a lot of wood to be picked up. There's a lot of it all over the place. I've been trying to get some of it stacked, and the previous owners had some stuff stacked in certain areas. Over there's my fire pit area. Go take a walk over there, I suppose. Septic tank, wells. I'm not running off of solar just yet, but hopefully someday soon we'll be able to get some solar panels. I'll show you guys my fire pit area. I'm still working on it, but I gotta find a lot more rocks. We had a fire last night and had a bunch of wood stacked up right here. So I'm trying to build a retaining wall here, because as you can see, I had to dig out all of that back there and push it to the front so I can make this nice and level, because as you can see, we're on a hill. And I'm still working on the actual fire pit itself. I need to find a lot more rocks. I'm not finding too many of them out here. But that's our nice little fire pit area. I got a pile of wood here that I've cut down just basically from around this area. These trees right here, I felled them a couple weeks ago. I haven't got them chopped yet, but that is okay. Walk back down here, and just take you guys for a little walk. Hoping to be able to clean all this wood up and get it stacked and, ready to burn in either the fire pit or in the wood burning stove that we have inside the house for the winters. And I'm also hoping that I can eventually use a lot of this stuff that's laying around on the ground in some of our, whoa, I almost fell, some of our gardens that we plan on building somewhere in the near future. But as you can see, there's just wood everywhere, lots of it. It's just a little path that we take, like I said, to walk the dogs, and take you guys down here to this area I've been working on the last few days, cleaning up the yard, well, cleaning up the ground. This pile was mostly already here. I stacked all this yesterday. I've been raking the ground and I got it piled up along our property line. The previous owners had all this wood. As you can kind of see, they got all this wood just stacked up, and that's how I pretty much know what my property line is. Going that way, that's back up towards the house over there. And so I've been clearing the ground. I don't know if you can see, but like the difference here, like over here where I've raked all this as opposed to up there. Yeah, the plan is to eventually get all this stacked up, and big pile of wood right there that had to cut yesterday from a tree that fell whenever. I don't know when it fell, but so I've just been raking all the stuff up, and I got this little black tub that the previous owners had left, and I'm just raking it up. You can see it right there, piling it up and then dragging it over. I'm going to go up the line a little bit that way. I'm hoping to use a lot of this as a soil or some kind of topsoil, maybe even do something with it, burn it, then spread the ashes all over. A lot of good nutrients that way for the ground. Right, like this tree here, well, these two trees, they were both laying the same direction, going that way. They fell, landed on this cool fence thing that the previous owners had built. It's only down here. There's a couple spots where they did a fence like this, but I need to do some repairs to it because it's starting to fall apart. You can see some broken pieces. You can see here, this tree stump right here. You can see it was on fire at one point. I don't know if you can see the burn marks, but allegedly back in the 1800s or so, they were building a railroad somewhere nearby, and they were running out of railroad ties. So the story is, anyways, they set fire to the forest here, and that's how they were able to get their wood for their railroad ties. I've been finding all kinds of burnt stuff all over. Once I'll turn this over, I bet you it's, no, it doesn't. Well, actually, it does look like it was burnt at one point. So this log I just turned over has probably been sitting like that for about 200 years. And yeah, there's lots of that out here. When I was digging out that fire pit area before that I was showing you, there was a layer about 6 inches down or so of this darkness in the soil. There's little tiny chunks of like charcoal in there, in that whole layer there. It was pretty crazy. But my property line is right over here, pretty much marked out for us. Yeah, it's just beautiful up here. You can probably hear how quiet it is. Might be able to hear my dog up in the house yelping. She doesn't like being left inside, especially when we're out here. She likes to start wandering off, and I got some work to do, and I wanted to do this video, so I didn't take her out. Take you guys for this walk here. Now, this is a difficult walk. As you can see, all these pieces of wood all over the place. For me, that makes it really difficult to walk around. I always have a walking cane. I'm hoping that if I can ever get the whole property cleaned up, it maybe make it a little easier to walk. There's a neighbor's house over there. That's another neighbor's house. That's actually their garage. And then that's the neighbors down at the bottom. From our house, we can't see them. We can't see the trees, or we can't see their houses through all the trees off of our deck. So that's really super cool. We only see their houses when we're out walking around. But also, none of these neighbors live there. There's one house that's vacant. Apparently the previous owners, that house had passed away, recently. The neighbor at the bottom of the hill, they only come up a couple times a year from Kansas, I believe they said. Then the one neighbor over there, I think they're actually home right now, but they don't live there full time. We got another neighbor on that side of the property. Since we've been here, I've not seen one vehicle there, not heard anything coming out of that area. So I don't know what's up with that. Like right here, this little area here was left here by the previous owners, just a table and tire swing. Got some swing hanging there. I also got a zip line going from this tree, well, I should say from that tree up there, one of those ones, all the way down here. It's more for kids, not really made for adults, but I got on it once about right here. I had to pull myself up, but I got it. I'll take you guys over here. That's just, you can maybe see out there a little bit. You can see that fence line right there. I don't know why they never did it all the way around. Maybe they just ran out of time, or I don't know. But yeah, that's the road back there going over to those houses. And then out there, that's our main road going to our driveway, and the rest of the houses on this street or on this road. I'll take you over here. You see another log right here, totally burnt. And the research I did, kind of pointed towards, like I said, the 1800s. But over here, this used to be, you see right there, that's where the previous owners had their fire pit. It's not a bad little fire pit area, but it's too close to this tree. And all this pile right here is what I raked up just from around here. There's another little bit of the pile over there. So here's the old fire pit. That's actually concreted into the ground, which I don't understand. But I turned this area into the wood splitting, wood cutting section. So I've raked up, as you can see, a bunch of stuff there. Got a couple piles of stuff I've raked up all around there. And then my little bushcraft wood shed that I have not yet finished, because all these long boards, long trees and stuff, I've picked up about as many as I could just around the area. And whoa, yeah, so I'm having to haul these up, the rest of these up from another area. It's not finished, it's very crude at this point, but it's my little bushcraft adventure. Then put that tarp up the rest of the way, and then finish up these walls. And that's where I already have a good amount of wood stacked. That's packed all the way back. You can see there's a lot of wood. I've chopped all that up, stacked it all, did all of that. That's the chopping block I was using, and it's been there for so long it's falling apart. So I got this one. Gotta dig out that stump so I can make it a little more level and not so wobbly. But and this is the other side of our house. That's my truck over there in our garage. That's our driveway and road out in the distance out there. Take a walk out this way. clean up. This is the front of the house. Nice big old front porch. We plan on here pretty soon, probably this summer at some point, getting out the pressure washer and borrowing a sprayer and restaining the deck, redoing the house, getting that all nice and restained and pretty again, because it's been a while since it's been done. Got it all over land here. I'm pretty much back to where we started. Show you guys one other thing been working on. A couple projects I already started, and I haven't finished too many of them. I need to stay focused and get it done. But over here, I've built a compost barrel. I've had this barrel for, oh man, 15, 20 years or better. The pipes I picked up off it, I don't even know where I found that. It was some contraption somebody made. I took it apart and been holding on to the parts and got it up here and started thinking about it, and built a little compost barrel. I can spin it, and I'm working on putting blades inside of it so it will help churn it and everything in the middle. I've already got some stuff going in there. Trying to make some compost so that, like I said, we can do gardens. We want to do some raised garden beds, but we have to work a lot around greenhouses because the growing season up here is a lot shorter than in like the cities. We don't get a very long summer out here. We only get like 3 months. So I'm thinking back here to back of the house is where I'm going to start putting some greenhouses and, like I said, raised garden beds back here somewhere along. That way we can just come out from the back porch, come out here, tend to our gardens and greenhouses. Plan on doing a lot of stuff. I got some ideas going. Probably be starting a series on an adventure that I'm going to try to go down. Trying to do a lot of learning, and yeah, that should be about it. So hopefully we'll be shooting that video in the next week or so, and you guys will all see what I'm talking about. But yeah, it sounds like the wind's starting to pick up, and I'm almost 20 minutes into this video. Try to do just a quick walk around so I could show you guys what our place is set up like. An invitation for anybody that likes to camp and stuff is more than welcome and always open. Down in that area, way down at the bottom of the hill, is a pretty level spot. It'd be good for camping. There's a couple areas that maybe with the rake and a couple shovels could be leveled out, but yeah, you guys are always welcome to come camp here. Got the camper. We can always set that up for people as well. But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it, everybody. Thank you, and make sure you like the video. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Hope to see you guys soon.